morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this area of campus which is at the center of the transformation of the University of Kentucky. And we use that word, we don't use it lightly, and we're about to announce something that's also going to add to this transformation in a whole new way. When they write the history of the University of Kentucky, today, October 22nd, 2015, will be a special footnoted day. Now, the gentleman I'm about to introduce to start the program, and by the way, I'm Carl Nathy with the UK Office of Public Relations and Marketing. It is an honor and a privilege to serve as your Master of Ceremonies this morning. The gentleman I'm about to introduce to you, speaking about dates in history, May 3rd of 2011, he came to our campus and was selected as the 12th president of the University of Kentucky. He didn't officially start his duties until July 1st, 2011. He has been working ceaselessly ever since, and it's helping to bring days like this come to fruition. Please welcome the 12th president of the University of Kentucky, Dr. Eli Capilouto.
Thank you, Carl, and thank all of you for being here today. Over the last several years, because of the vision of those who came before us, the leadership of our Board of Trustees, who I'll welcome here today, and the countless support of partners and friends of the university, we are changing this campus, changing the student experience, and changing the way we can work to improve lives. And we're not only changing the way students live, but we're changing the way they learn together, inside and outside of the classroom. We're not only changing the way we conduct research, but rather the way we create, discover, and add knowledge that expands our understanding of the universe and ourselves. We are not only changing the way we serve, but the quality of that service through our historic land-grant mission and the 21st century evolution of that philosophy manifest in quality health care that is available close to home for thousands of patients served by the University of Kentucky. So change is good, but transformation is better. So we are transforming this place. We're transforming the ways we interact with and shape our commonwealth and world. Our transformation lives on in our superbly educated students ready to serve others when they graduate. Thanks to the leadership of Provost Tracy, Associate Provost of Undergraduate Education Ben Withers, and Interim Honors Program Director Diane Snow, and the many faculty who teach and advise in our honors program, we've nearly doubled the number of students participating in honors. And these are truly remarkable students. They succeed at some of the highest rates on our campus, they serve as student leaders, and they enrich the quality of the conversation that permeates every facet of this campus. But we can and we will do more to improve the quality of their experience. Today, we embark upon a path to do so. Today, we begin to open doors to the world, to discovery, to learning, because of the generosity and vision of an extraordinary alumnus and friend. Tom Lewis, a seventh-generation Kentuckian, believes in young people and the value of education. In his word, he wants to help students reach their potential. What a profound and beautiful pursuit. As such, we are proud to announce the largest single private gift in the history of the University of Kentucky, $23 million from Tom and Jan Lewis through the T.W. Lewis Family Foundation to establish the future Lewis Honors College. So Tom only spent 10 years of his life in Kentucky, here in Lexington, but he never forgot where he came from and never forgot the lessons of his forebears. His soulmate Jan clearly learned the same lessons. From my time with Tom and Jan, what I most know is that their families bestowed them with humility. C.S. Lewis observed that if you enter a party consciously trying to make a good impression, you probably won't. That only happens when you're thinking more about the other people in the room. And Tom and Jan think more about the other people in the room, in particular students whose uncontained but wisely mentored minds remain the most enduring hope for a better world. Tom's transformative gift is an investment in a rewarding multidisciplinary program, an investment in faculty, an investment in students, an investment in a future where generation after generation will hone their sensibilities and character to do what is right in their time, always abounding in the struggles of their day. Components of Tom's philanthropy will support the creation of the Lewis Honors College, which will be considered for development and approval by the University Senate this academic year. To that end, Provost Tracy, Dr. Ben Withers, Dr. Snow, and I met recently with the Senate Council to confidentially discuss this incredible gift and the essential leadership role they would play in developing and approving this path forward. I would be remiss as well if I did not acknowledge the invaluable roles of Vice Presidents Mike Ritchie and Eric Mundy and their respective offices in getting us to this day. So this gift builds on Tom's legacy of meaningful stewardship. There are scholarships that he endowed years ago to support students from Fayette County and some of the most impoverished counties in southeastern Kentucky. Tom believes that his life was changed by support of a scholarship, and so too is he changing the lives of others. Now, when I first met Tom and I asked him why he chose those 10 scholarships and those scholarships for some of the most impoverished counties in southeastern Kentucky, he told me because his mother told him to. He said she started identifying the counties and he wrote them down. Counties, some of which he has never visited. He said her father, who in 1920 started hauling coal on the railroads in eastern Kentucky, his name was Buck Jones, was his role model. And I asked him why. And he said because he was both strong and gentle. And you know what? That's Tom and that's Jan. So Tom, on behalf of the University of Kentucky, thank you for sharing our vision and bringing that vision to life in a powerful way. And thank you for serving as our role models and role models for generations to come. Thank you. So Tom and Jan Lewis are investing in and helping enhance a vision we have to become one of the finest public flagship research universities in America. They have one demand: academic excellence, and our faculty will answer that call. They're making this investment because they believe in the vision we share. They believe in the faculty who shape that vision for our students every day, and they believe in the potential of our graduates who leave this place prepared for lives of meaning and purpose. This incredible gift will help us open the doors of UK even wider, not simply to students marked by academic achievement, but also those with different backgrounds, perspectives, and financial means. Their success will not simply be measured by their achievements. It will be best measured by who they are and who they become, and how they serve their families, the Commonwealth, and country. So let history record on this day that the University of Kentucky, in the spirit of Lincoln and Morrill and Bowman and Patterson and those who dreamt with them of the promise of a land-grant university, this university ushered in a new sanctuary of learning for citizen scholars. Because of the Lewis's generosity, we can extend to a new generation of students the opportunities for learning, discovery, and innovation, so that their minds can stretch back centuries to find the pearls of civilization and look forward toward infinity to indemnify mankind. Thank you all very much for being here.
Thank you, President Capilouto. Representing the Board of Trustees with us today is Angela Edwards. Angela serves as chair of the Academic and Student Affairs Committee. She's also a member of the Audit and Compliance Committee and the Human Resources and University Relations Committee. She's in her third year on the Board of Trustees. Her main job, although sometimes when you're a member of the Board of Trustees that can become your main job, is as an attorney with the firm of Dinsmore & Scholl in Louisville. She is a proud graduate of the University of Kentucky College of Law. Please welcome Board of Trustees member Angela Edwards.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you, President Capilouto. It is a wonderful day to be at the University of Kentucky. This morning, we announce an incredible moment of generosity. But we also recognize that at the University of Kentucky, we are intent on fulfilling our promises. Just 4 years ago, our Board of Trustees gathered with President Capilouto to thoughtfully consider the future. A report by the University Review Committee, composed of faculty, staff, and students, said our university was a place of tremendous importance and potential for our Commonwealth. But to reach that potential, to do all that we can for Kentucky, we must enhance the undergraduate educational experience we provide for those who come here to learn. Today, at a facility that is a symbol of how we value students, we announce and celebrate a tangible expression of our unyielding commitment to academic excellence. Our vision is to be among the finest public research campuses in America. Tom Lewis believes in that vision. Tom Lewis, who for so long has believed in his alma mater, supports that vision, so much so that he is investing $23 million in it. He believes in it so much, in fact, that our goal is no longer just a vision. We now are demonstrating progress in making our vision a reality. The creation of the future Lewis Honors College is an expression of our intent to put students first in everything that we do. We will create one of the finest honors colleges in America. That means we will create a singular educational experience for students of academic achievement and students of different means, colors, perspectives, and identities. They will have this experience in an incomparable educational setting, one designed to stimulate their intellect, bolster their abilities and accomplishments, and fire their dreams and passions. This day is possible because, as an institution, as leaders, and as a board, we have remained focused on students. This day is possible because of the generosity of a special person, a remarkable leader who remembers what UK did for him, and he is intent to give back. This day is possible because of what this place, this institution, means to the future of our Commonwealth. We have made promises to those who represent the future of our state, our nation, and our world, our students. Now we are delivering on those promises. Just last year at this time, we announced another pivotal moment in our history that profoundly spoke to that focus on and commitment to students. Our fellow trustee, Bill Gatton, announced a $20 million gift toward the construction of a new student center in the heart of our campus. His legacy, which is decades of giving back to his alma mater, inspires us all and reminds us as our responsibilities to make this place even better. These gifts, these generous alums, remind us that our work is not done. We have promises still to make, we have pledges yet to keep, and visions and goals still to realize. Today offers an exciting look at the future. It gives us a window into what is possible. It is, then, a remarkable moment that demonstrates we are well on our way to making our vision for UK and our state a reality. As chair of the Academic and Student Affairs Committee, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I look forward to working with the faculty to make this incredible vision for our students a reality. On behalf of the board, I also want to thank Mr. Lewis and his family and so many at the university who have worked to make this remarkable day in the life of UK possible. Thank you.
Well said, Angela. Thank you very much. And from Angela's remarks and from Mr. Gatton and so many of the alums that you get to meet through the years when you work at the University of Kentucky, the thing that hits home is the passion and the love and the desire to give back. And we're celebrating that today. Thomas W. Lewis. Tom Lewis, 1971 graduate of the UK College of Engineering. And as they say, the rest is history. Let's show our appreciation.
Thank you very much, Dr. Capilouto and Angela and Mr. Nathy and everyone that came out here today. Yeah, this is really a truly happy day, I think, for all of us, especially for me, for my wife, for my family, for our friends that came here, and for all the people at the University of Kentucky. And like all good things, this didn't happen overnight. But I'd like to talk about this, how we got here a little bit, and try to let everyone kind of understand, you know, what we've been working on. But first of all, I've got a number of thank yous that I want to share. And for the last 2 years, I've been working very closely with Dr. Capilouto, Tim Tracy, the provost, Mike Ritchie in the development office, Ben Withers in the honors program, Diane Snow in the honors program, and many others, to really work out the details of this gift. But it's been long in the coming, and I have to say that we've been involved in philanthropy for quite a while, my wife and I, and we work with a lot of different organizations and a couple of other universities, frankly, none that have the same place in my heart that this one does, but the people that we've worked with and the way we've been treated and the way we've been responded to has been extraordinary. And I think you should all know that and be very proud of that, and that the University of Kentucky, raising money from private philanthropists is an art and a science, I think. And the University of Kentucky is doing a wonderful job of that, and I think you see it in this campus as you drive around. But certainly I wanted to thank Dr. Capilouto, because without his support and leadership and vision, this day would never have happened. Secondly, Dr. Tracy, the provost, who has also been very supportive of this. As I mentioned, Mike Ritchie and Susanna Denomi and Mike's department has been fabulous. And I also want to thank Terry Mobley. Terry, he and I first got together 10 years ago when we made our first gift to create an endowed scholarship here at the university. And it's great to see you back here, Terry. And you're certainly I'm going to say the grandfather of philanthropy at the University of Kentucky, or you've become that. There's also a number of other people that are here I'd like to mention. First of all, my wife, who has been my partner in this gift and in other gifts and in everything else. My sister, Karen Taylor, who was here last night. My first cousins from Letcher County, Sam Collins Jr. and his brother William Collins, and their wives Marietta and Teresa. Thank you so much for coming. It's great to see you here. Also, my great friend Steve Rochelle and Paige and George Oakes, who were here last night. And I guess I also would thank my parents, who aren't here, but who really, I think, created in me a love of Kentucky. And I think that's what Kentucky parents do, you know. But anyway, I'd like to give you a little bit of background on how this gift came about. And, you know, like I said, good things don't happen overnight. But probably 15 years ago, my wife and I created a foundation where we would take about 10% of our company's profits and donate that to the foundation. And mainly our idea back then was to create scholarships for outstanding young students who had a financial need. And so we started doing this process, and we got very involved with this scholarship program. We personally interviewed 20 or 30 kids each every year, and we would select them on the basis of academic potential, leadership potential, extracurricular activities, and financial need. And we were really looking for tomorrow's leaders. And we did that for about 10 years, and we sent them to the best schools they could get in. And they went to places like Harvard and Yale and Stanford and I hate to say Duke. I think a couple of them went to Duke. But you know, they went to great schools all over America, and we enjoyed doing that. We enjoyed getting to know these young people, and they were inspiring and incredibly talented. But we rarely saw them again after we gave them this 4-year scholarship. And so we thought, well, there must be a better way. And so we decided to take that scholarship program and move it all to our in-state, in-town university in Phoenix, Arizona, where we live, at the Arizona State University. And they had just created an honors college there called the Barrett Honors College, which was endowed by Craig and Barbara Barrett. Craig was a former chairman of Intel Corporation. And so we began working with the people at Barrett 4 or 5 years ago, and we saw what this honors college could really do for a university. I mean, ASU is 80,000 students. It's certainly a lot different from Kentucky, but they created this unique, special, intimate honors college within a major university, and they started providing all these what I call wraparound services, career counseling, special classes, freshman composition or seminar courses, all kinds of job opportunities. And what we saw was how this honors college really enhanced the brand of that university. And then as I looked into it more, I realized this is a trend in America. You know, with the price of college going up and private schools being pretty much double what public schools are, there's a real opportunity to compete with those private schools as a public university and to create a special honors college within a bigger university. So that's what we started working on 2 years ago, and today is the culmination of that. But so it was a long time coming. As I think about why we're making this gift, I'd like to kind of touch on a few points. And there's a number of reasons, but I would say, although it's a big gift, I can't remember making too many decisions that were easier for me than this. You know, the first one is my family. And I mentioned my parents earlier, but I'm kind of have an irrational love of Kentucky and my ancestry in Kentucky. But we all have 16 great-great-grandparents, okay? I mean, let's just do the math. We all have 16 great-great-grandparents. All 16 of mine lived in Kentucky. That's pretty unusual, I think. And one of them, or not actually one of them, but my 6th great-grandfather, name was Gideon Lewis, was the first one, direct descendant, that came to Kentucky in the 1700s and died in 1755 in eastern Kentucky. So that was 250 years ago. So when I think about this honors college, you know, I really think about honoring the history of our family in Kentucky. And it's been long, and Some of it's been good. I'm sure some of it was probably mixed. But anyway, that's a very important and very neat thing for me. It's also a chance for me to honor my father and my mother. We're endowing 2 professorships at the Honors College, one in organizational behavior and one in entrepreneurship, which were 2 things that they felt strongly about. It also, I think, embodies our love and my love for the University of Kentucky and the state of Kentucky. And an honors college really is, for Jan and I both, the intersection of a lot of things that our lives are about, and that we want to encourage others. Things like education in general, achievement, leadership, entrepreneurship, helping students career plan. You know, today the world is not that friendly to a college graduate. There aren't that many companies knocking on your freshly minted college graduates to come work for them. I mean, it's a difficult journey for a sharp young person, for any person, to figure out their path. And I think there's some things we can help them with there. So we're going to provide 4 full-time, non-academic career counselors to the students in this honors college to help them create their own path. And so I think that's going to make it a special thing. So, and it's also all about helping young people become the best that they can be, as Dr. Capilouto said. And to me, that's really the point of a university. And so I think an honors college embodies all that. But what really excites me about this is really exactly what we're doing. And as Angela said, this is not just going to be another honors college. I think there's already 10 or 11 honors colleges in the SEC. But this is going to be a great honors college, and I'm sure of it. First of all, the facilities. The facilities that have been designed and are soon to be under construction, they're going to be about 20,000 square feet of dedicated classroom and office space. There'll be a dean, obviously. There'll be dedicated faculty. A lot of honors colleges and honors programs, but even colleges, don't have dedicated faculty. They kind of borrow faculty from all the different colleges. This honors college will have at least a dozen full-time dedicated faculty that will only teach in the honors college here, and I'm sure that number will grow. They're also going to be working on enhancing the curricula and expanding the curricula to have more credits available and required. And we're going to do some things that I don't think have ever been done in an American university, one of which is focus on self-awareness, because what I've learned in my career is that how successful you can become depends really on you matching your strengths with your career. And if you don't know your strengths, it's hard for you to figure out your career. So this idea of increasing a student's self-awareness, even as a college student, I think can really help a person reach their potential. So that's going to be something we're going to work on too. And there'll also be a speaker series where we will bring in every semester several world-class speakers on topics that are of interest and would help students develop their character and their knowledge of the world. And so there's a lot of cool things that are going to happen. And the real concept here is that an honors college within a major research university is kind of the best of both worlds. You know, the small, intimate classrooms, the smaller feeling, the separate dorm facilities inside a major research university. And I want to add, with SEC sports, you know, you can't get that at Center College, you can't get that at DePaul, you can't get that, you know, at Grinnell, you know. So we got SEC sports, and it's half as expensive as private schools. And so I think we're going to be able to attract a lot of students here that otherwise might go to small private schools, and they'll see the benefits here. And so our goal, really, to me, is to better prepare these students for the challenges and opportunities of life, and we've stated that in our agreement. And another thing I think is great is that a lot of times in academics, universities tend to focus internally, like how many awards have we gotten, where are we ranked, how many Rhodes Scholars have we graduated, things like that that kind of are more internal. But I think the best measurement for an honors college is really the success of its students after they graduate and the success of the Commonwealth of Kentucky in the future, the economic and social progress of this state. One of the things we've seen at Barrett Honors College in Phoenix is that by keeping these best students in state, they tend to stay in state and then contribute back to the growth and prosperity of the entire state. So that being, now you I think better understand why this was such an easy decision for me. So I guess in conclusion, Dr. Capilouto, Dr. Tracy, Terry Mobley, Mike Ritchie, Ben Withers, and many others, thank you. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to be a part of something like this. We really appreciate it, and we think this is going to make a difference in the state of Kentucky and the University of Kentucky for years to come. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rest of you can take your seats. We need Coach Cal to come up and join President Capilouto. We have a very special presentation to Tom and Jan Lewis. Please come over. Over on this side. We want to take the picture over here. And these are autographed by Coach Cal and by Coach Stoops.
Awesome.
Let's give Coach Cal a round for taking time out of his schedule to be here. As you've heard, what this really is all about is better opportunities for our students. A person who took advantage of the honors program here at the University of Kentucky, had a great experience, UK honors graduate, May of 2015. Please give a warm welcome to Tolu Odukoya. Tolu.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I'm Tolu. I'm a first-year medical student here. I went to UK, started in the fall of 2012. I graduated a little early last semester, actually. Yeah, I was asked to talk about the honors experience, and it's pretty broad, but I can start out by saying what the honors program is not. I know it's not a bunch of classes or a curriculum. I know it's not just an awesome dorm, but I know the honors program is an experience, and it's one in which assignments are used as tools to shift paradigms, not keep students busy. It's one in which intelligent discourse is expected and even anticipated. It's not optional. And playing and dialogue and these are tools used that are just as effective, if not more effective, than lectures and readings and assignments. All these push you towards success. The honors program is people. It's faculty members and mentors who pull you in their office and just talk to you after class. It's classmates who you disagree with and then go to lunch with afterwards. It's people who push you. And there are many different fields. They push you towards success. All majors, faiths, and interests, everyone's welcome into this community. But not everyone's in this community. And this is because not everyone's interested in asking why, rather than just accepting what. Not everyone wants to find out who they are in reference to their community and the rest of the world. Not everyone wants to know, how can I better those around me and how can I make success infectious. The honors program, it's not about elitism, it's more about intentionality. And it's all about what you want out of your own university experience. So I know it's going to sound cliche, but honestly, the honors program it's not a structured program. It's a way of thinking. It's a way of life. So to Mr. and Mrs. Lewis, this gift is going to attract the best and brightest, definitely. But it's going to do more than that. It will encourage intellectual diversity, promote discovery and curiosity, and it will cultivate amazing learning environments for future generations. I always say, if success ends with you, you're not a success, you're a failure, you're selfish. You can tell if someone's successful if they make others around them successful. We have perfect examples right here. So yeah, thank you for showing us what true success is. And thank you for investing in the Commonwealth, in this university, and in future students. Thank you.
Tolo, you make us very proud. Thank you. We have a special treat to close the program. We're going to invite these lovely young ladies from Pause and Listen. Let's have you come up on stage. In case you don't know, Pause and Listen, P-A-W-S and Listen, is an a cappella group. It was formed back in the 1990s. And of course, we have the Acousticats, their male counterparts, but they're going to give us a special treat with the performance of My Old Kentucky Home. Don't you love it? Please be seated. Don't you love the way they make it sound so easy? That's not that easy to blend those voices together. Great job, gals. Thank you for Pause and Listen being here. And that concludes the formal part of our ceremony. We invite you, there are some refreshments behind the tent. We thank you all for coming. We especially, again, thank the Lewises for their most generous gift. Thank you all for being a part of it. Have a great day.